Okay, so this 11.6 video is going to be spheres, so it's going to be kind of like a 3D circle. So a sphere is the set of all points in the space equidistant from a given point called the center. Okay, equidistant means they're all equal distance from our given center, so all of these lines are equidistant because it goes from the center to the outside of our sphere. A radius is a segment that has one endpoint at the center and the other endpoint on the sphere, so kind of like our circles that we did. A diameter goes all the way across and it goes to the center and is a straight line. Okay, the intersection of a plane and a sphere is a circle. So if we cut a sphere in half, it's always going to be a circle. Okay, if the center of the circle is also the center of the sphere, it is called the great circle. The circumference of the great circle is the circumference of the sphere. Okay, a great circle divides a sphere into two hemispheres, kind of like an Earth. Okay, surface area of a sphere. A baseball cover is made of two sections of leather. Okay, the overlapping sections suggest the surface area of a sphere is equal to the area of 4 circles. Okay, so if we took that baseball and we kind of cut it down, you can see that there are like 4 circles when we're doing surface area. Okay, so our equation for surface area is going to be 4 pi r squared. So because the 4 kind of breaks down into 4 circles, we got the pi and then our radius squared. So find the surface area. If the Earth's equator is about 24,902 miles long, what is the approximate surface area of the Earth? Round to the nearest 1,000 square mile. Okay, so my surface area equals 4 pi r squared. Okay, so if the Earth's equator is this miles long, the equator tends to go all the way around the Earth. Okay, so that would be 24,902 all the way around. So that's the circumference. So we need to find the radius. Okay, so my circumference is always 2 pi r, but I'm giving you the fact that it's 24,902, and we need to solve for our radius. So we're going to divide everything by 2 pi to find our radius. So 24,902 divided by 2 pi. Okay, so our radius equals 39,115.97. Okay, so now we can plug that in since we now know our radius. And square it. So my surface area, we're going to keep it in terms of pi, so let's go ahead and square that first. It's going to be big. So 153,005,9119. Okay, and then we got to multiply it times 4. So my surface area in terms of pi is going to be this 0.23647 pi miles squared. Add all my commas in here. Okay, so that is how big the Earth is all the way around for the surface area. Remember, surface area is labeled with squared. Okay, find the surface area. So again, our equation was 4 pi r squared. 4 pi r squared. So we're going to keep it in terms of pi. So surface area equals 4 pi. My radius is 3. So 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4. We have 36 pi centimeters squared. Okay, the volume is going to be 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so if the volume of this, we're going to do V equals 4/3 pi, my radius is 6, so 6 to the third is going to be 216, so 4/3 times pi times 216. We're going to keep it in terms of pi, so that times 4/3. So V equals 288 pi meters cubed, because remember, volume's always cubed. Okay, so this time we're going to find the volume in terms of pi for the sphere if the surface area is 100 pi. So we're going to be kind of working around here. So our volume equation was 4/3 pi r squared, or pi r cubed. Okay, so what we really need to find is our radius. So the equation for surface area, so we can kind of find our radius, is 4 pi r squared. Okay, so our surface area is given to us, so 100 pi. So let's go ahead and get r squared by itself. So we're going to divide both sides by 4 pi. and we are going to get 25 equals r squared. We're going to square root to get rid of the squared, so our r equals 5. So now all I have to do is plug it in. So 4/3 times pi times 5 cubed. So 5 cubed is 125. 125 times 4/3. We got our volume being 166.67. And then I don't have anything labeled on it, so we're just going to say units cubed. So there's our volume. So you kind of got to work around the equations for that one. Okay, so we're finding the volume, 4/3 pi r cubed. So V equals 4/3 times pi times my radius cubed. So 9 to the third is 729. That times 4/3. So V equals 972 pi meters cubed. Okay, V equals 4/3 times pi r cubed, so V equals 4/3 times pi. My radius, right now I have my diameter, so I need to take 36 divided by 2 to get our radius. So 18 to the third, so V equals 4/3 times pi times 5,832, that times 4/3. So V equals 7,776 pi centimeters cubed.